Good morning. If anybody is here besides me, I did some research a little bit to figure out how to use Nightbot. I want to be able to use Nightbot for so people can post their own links. Subscribers can post their own links, and how to tell if this is private or public. No clue what I'm doing. No clue at all. So let's do this. When I post videos, I get the, the description box and all the settings and all of that before I post. And so I can set it for public or private or whatever, premiere. At a certain time I can schedule it. But when I do live by my phone, basically it says allow the camera, allow the microphone, and then it's like hit go live, and it goes very quickly. And I don't remember seeing where I could choose. All right, there it says public. So I guess I'm public. And I'm trying it out here in the living room to see if being closer to the wireless modem, whatever that's called, internet, goes any better, to see if there's less lag between my cell phone, what I'm seeing on the cell phone, and what I'm seeing on the laptop. Because I really can't see chat on the cell phone. And so I turn on the laptop so I can see live chat, but it's such a delay, such a discrepancy in what it's doing. So I'm hoping to see if I can get the lagginess out and get it to run better. The audio, last live I did, the video was pretty laggy. The audio, the chatter said was okay, not too bad. So I'm just seeing if it makes a difference being out here in the living room. I am working on the camping blanket for my son and his dog, and I only have this much border left to do. I am loving this blanket so much. I'm gonna have to do one for me. It's Fisherman's Wool by Lion Brand. And so I'm doing this ribbing for the border, and I only have that much to go. I just have to get down to this curve and attach it. So I am so excited. This has taken forever. So I'll need to get it done. I'll need to wash it, kind of block it. Not too much, because this blanket pattern, this yarn, has not shriveled up funny. It has stayed pretty much the way I would like it. Hello, if you're out there. So blocking it isn't such a big deal, but it's been in my house for so long with my dogs on and off of it, and you know, whatever conditions, I want to wash it before I send it. It has been super easy. Half double crochet if you're a crocheter. The main part of the blanket is all different lines, different sections, asymmetrical, of half double crochet, also called, is it called the linen stitch, I think? And then the ribbing is super easy. It's half double crochet, but you go in the, not the loops you would regularly go in, you go into what I call the third loop. Some people call it the back loop. When you half double crochet, then it leaves 3 kind of loops at the top. And the one is what you're used to seeing if you crochet. I don't know if you can see that or not because I'm whatever. But when you half double crochet, there's a third loop. So you just go in there and it makes this, the what you normally see for the stitching becomes the ribbing. So it's super easy. I've crocheted for a long, long time. Hi, Bushcraft Rebooted. Good to see you. I was going to say hi, Mrs. Bushcraft, if she's there, but I think she's at work today. Thank you for popping in. I am trying this in the living room. I had hoped to do lives and videos and stuff from the bedroom crafting area, but the lagging is worse in there, so I'm trying it out here in the living room. Do me a favor, Bushcraft Rebooted. Share your channel link. I tried to set up Nightbot. So do !YouTube, all one word, and see if it shares your link. Hi, Henry. You also, Henry, can you try !YouTube, all, no spaces, all one word, and see if Nightbot posts your link. I want this to be a channel where people can put their channel links so we can visit each other. But this is the first time I've even ever tried Nightbot, so no clue if it's going to work or not. I have no idea what I'm doing on any of this stuff. Okay, thank you, Bushcraft Rebooted. I see you did it. Thank you, Henry. I don't think it's case sensitive, so we'll see. Oh, there. Please visit my channel here. Well, it looks like it gave the phrase I put, but it's not linking either of your channels. So, I don't know what to do about that. Well, I got it halfway right, which is better than normal. Timers. I've got the Nightbot window open over here too on my, whatever this is called, laptop. Please visit my channel here, YouTube, for regular people, which means subscribers. Nightbot is a little slow. Oh, and I had clicked save new command. So YouTube, !YouTube, please visit my channel here. The message, and then it's supposed to be your channel. Maybe because I did it a few minutes ago. Maybe it hasn't. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, eventually I'll figure out. Maybe it needs a little. Oh, there, wait. Oh, that's Henry. Henry, thank you for posting a link. I got so excited. I thought it was Nightbot. Henry, make sure to post yours too, your link. I got so excited. I thought that was Nightbot. I should have known better. I should have known it was Henry doing his thing. Yeah, what I hope for is my channel. I visit like nice people, EDC, and camping people, and homesteading people, and wildlife people. Those communities mix a little bit, but I wish they would mix a little bit more. So I am hoping that the people that I like that come here to my channel can visit each other. Now, from what I read, if people do exclamation mark command, thank you, that it'll list the commands that I have available. I don't know. Hopefully it'll do it at some point. Because that's one of the best features I like about other people's channels is when you can do your own link, and then the subscribers, not just like non-subscribers, but the subscribers come in and you put your link, and so it's easier to find than searching. Because sometimes I search for people and there's so many other channels that come up, it's hard to weed through them and then find the channel that you're looking for. So what are you guys up to this morning? I bet it's cold up there, Henry. It's really cold here. I bet it's really cold up there. Oh, both you guys are up in, wait. Henry's in Vermont and Bushcraft Rebooted is in New Hampshire? Out there somewhere, one of those little states out there somewhere. New Hampshire, I think. Connecticut, New Hampshire. Thank you. My mind is so feeble. Yeah, so it's really cold up here. Oh, I can't look at the weather because my phone is up there. It's really cold up here today and yesterday. The puppy got out. When I click the three dots and click go to channel, it takes me, click the three dots and go to the channel, it takes me here. I'm half scared of clicking on a link because I'll boot myself. That'd be something to boot myself from my own live. Oh, it took you to Nightbot. Well, that's annoying. Huh. I don't know. I'll have to do some more research because apparently I didn't get it right. In the message field, type the message Nightbot should display, including the clickable link for the channel you want to share. You can also include variables like $, parenthesis, to user, to mention the user. Let's see if that makes a difference. $, parenthesis, to user, and parenthesis. Let's do update. Okay. Oh, there went my message. Good. Bushcraft. It is indeed interwebs sorcery. It is. I don't even know. So give it a little bit and then try the exclamation mark YouTube again, all no spaces, all one thing, and see if me adding that $, parentheses, to user, see if then that makes it go to your channel instead of Nightbot. One crochet channel I go to. Did it work? Nice. I think that worked. Woohoo, I did something. My are young enough. They're my children's ages. And, you know, the stereotype is true. People of my age a lot of times have difficulty with internet things and all the not online, database kind of crap we have to do at work. And so I'm always going to ask for help. Are you guys hearing me okay? My laptop picture has gone a little pixelated, a little blurry. So let me know if you still hear me. I think that worked. That is awesome. So, yeah, Bushcraft Rebooted. If you go to the Nightbot, is it nightbot.tv.com or something? I web searched. Me too, Bushcraft Rebooted. Not absolutely completely, but really close. Thank you, Henry. Oh, yay. So, oops, jiggling the table. Doing lives in the living room might be an okay thing. Thank you, Bushcraft Rebooted. So apparently the US Cellular, not a commercial, I'm not sponsored, blah, blah, blah. The US Cellular wireless modem thing that I got because I always used my phone as a hotspot, AT&T. I was a Verizon fan for a long time, but up here, Verizon doesn't work very good at all. So once I moved up here, I got, on my cell phone, I got AT&T. And when it's just me, I would use my AT&T hotspot for streaming on the TV, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. But when the kids and grandkids came, or when my friend comes, my hotspot worked mostly when it was just my friend and I here, but I would use up my data. And then, you know, that unlimited data, but really it's not. You have to use so much it throttles it. So I got the US Cellular modem, and I just keep them separate. So I use the US Cellular modem for the TVs and the laptop and for all visitors. And when I had 2 great grandkids and 3 adults, plus myself, so my 2 boys, Jen, the girlfriend, I love her, she's great. And then my 2 grandkids, when they were all up here and we were all on the internet, it worked fine for everybody. We didn't run out of internet. So kids that age, it's like, okay, Grandma, I like the chickens for a little bit. Now I want my device. And so that works great, having that US Cellular. But since my house is all sheet metal, siding and roof, I set the US Cellular wireless modem thing. It's Inseego is the brand. INSEEGO is the brand of the doohickey. I set that in the windowsill, in this window, south facing, and it works great. So the on there to the bedroom window, and it didn't work. But it's also a holiday hunting weekend, so there's a whole bunch of people up here. So maybe I'll try it when it's not so populated up here, because I definitely feel like when there's a bunch of people up here, then the internet gets slower, no matter what I have or what I do. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, Henry, AT&T works best there too. Verizon worked the best for me everywhere I ever went, except here. Here it doesn't. So, yeah. I think I asked you guys what you were doing today or how you were doing today, but I don't know. What are you guys up to today? Hi, people who are just lurking. I appreciate you for being here and watching. So Mrs. Bushcraft, I know, is working. What's everyone else doing? Oh, I want to add, Bushcraft Rebooted has like a chatting social kind of thing on This is Friday, right? This evening. And on Sunday mornings early, he has, like he shows his knife and his award-winning lamp and his fire starter kind of kit thing. I don't know what, I always sound like I'm being disrespectful because I call things thingamajigs and stuff. It's just a vocabulary problem. So feel free to visit Bushcraft Rebooted and friends. There's a lot of really nice people in there in the chat. And then Henry Leslie, Vermont. Henry, did you post? Yeah, you got your link up there. He does game cameras of his yard and of the local wildlife in the woods and near the brooks. Something brook, Chase Brook stream. Beautiful, all rugged and rocky and stuff. Beautiful. Reminds me down at Baltimore County has Gunpowder, the Gunpowder River, and it's a well-known, like nationally known trout stream, and there's all kinds of boulders and rocks and kind of stuff. So Henry's area reminds me a lot of that. Beautiful boulders and rocks and trout stream, and but a little more rocky, a little more rugged. Family is coming over later today, smoking a chicken on the Traeger. Nice. Oh, smoked chicken sounds wonderful. Awesome. The first time I ever smoked a chicken was completely by accident when this place was still a shack. Little, they called it the hunting cabin. And of course, everyone down in Baltimore County area thought it was going to be like a ski cabin or something fantastic. It was not. It was more like a plywood fort. And there was a really old grill left here, charcoal grill. And I just broke up a whole bunch of twigs and stuff and put it in the grill, the rusted out barbecue grill. It was supposed to be not petroleum. That's what I use to start my wood stove sometimes. Propane. It was supposed to be propane, but it was all rusted out and whatever. So I just put sticks in there and I put a chicken in there, whole chicken, and I went about my business, but I didn't keep the fire hot and I kept forgetting about it. And so I didn't realize that the sticks I was using was apple sticks, branches from the apple trees, the dead apple trees here. Oh my gosh, I accidentally made the best smoked chicken I had ever had. It was delicious. So I'm a little jealous. You're going to make me hungry. Smoking a chicken on the Traeger. A little jealous. Sorry about that. So my friend is up here this weekend for hunting in Western Maryland, and he and his brother are out hunting. It was a very pleasant surprise. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. Bushcraft Rebooted. I'm not very good in the kitchen. I've told this story, I think, on your channel and other channels. My one son liked MREs because I'm not a very good cook. So to cook a whole chicken and have it that delicious and it was still juicy, it was so wonderful. It was a wonderful surprise. Hi, Lisa J. Stocks. How are you? I am welcome. I am welcome. Welcome, period. I am trying to set this up. So I tried to set it up for subscribers to use Nightbot. And if you put !YouTube, I'm hoping it shares your channel link. So if you want to give that a try, I'm hoping that everybody can share their links and visit each other and support each other and find more friends. I have found that the YouTube community is so full of good people. The homesteading community and the EDC knife, for me, the knife, hunting, gun, homestead, gardening, crochet channels have been full of amazing, amazing, amazing people. And then also the stocks and budgeting channels have been awesome too. Some of the budgeting and stocks channels teach me so much good information that I wish I would have had when I was much younger. Can't click on the vertical. Well, darn it. Oh, maybe that is why Nightbot, when it shared Henry's, what I thought was link, it was just the @ Henry Leslie Vermont, and it looked a little different, but I thought that was just because I was the person, I was going to say running the show. I'm not running the show. Yeah, Lisa, I think you're right. I just tried to click the link, the Nightbot thing that Henry Leslie Vermont tried for me, and I thought it was a clickable link, but I just clicked it and it did not. So I think it's just giving the channel link or name, the app name. Yeah, I'll keep working on it. I might figure it out. Thank you for letting me know, Lisa J. Stocks. What are you up to, Lisa, today? Yes, Bushcraft rebooted. Teamwork makes the dream work for sure. I was doing a good job of puttering around and mopping the floor a little bit and doing some chores and everything. And then when Willie, my old dog, was coming in and out, the puppy ran out, and the puppy's been running away so bad, tempted by the chickens to chase the chickens. And I went out there to chase the puppy, and I fell down and busted my knee. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate you. And Henry, if it ever feels like too much work, don't feel obligated to post links. I appreciate you for doing that for sure. But I want you to, never mind the I don't. I want you to come in and be able to relax and enjoy yourself and stuff. So don't feel obligated. But I appreciate that you do that. So I busted my knee when I fell outside chasing the puppy. And so I decided to come back in and give this a try and sit and crochet and see if I can finish this just a little bit of blanket. That's all the border I have left on this blanket. And then I can wash it and dry it. There's the word, block it. So a lot of people have to block their crochet because while you work on it, it kind of gets different shapes. I don't think I'm going to have to really worry about blocking this one, but I want to wash and dry it and then get it boxed up and sent to my son. So since I busted my knee, I decided to come in and give this a try and say hi to people and try to figure out Nightbot. And then I didn't even think about that I went vertical. So do any of you know, Lisa J. Stocks, you're much better at this than me. So if I had just put my phone horizontal, would it still have gone vertical? Because I don't like verticals as much as I like horizontals. When I'm watching people's lives myself, I want to see it horizontal. So if I had just turned my phone, would it have gone horizontal automatically, or do I have to set something else? I don't know these things. I don't know these things. I do know that I really enjoy the people whose channels I visit and who visit me. I enjoy you guys. Sometimes I wish we were all close neighbors, and then other times I think, well, I'm such a hermit with bad social skills. I don't know if that would work anyway. But I do appreciate all of you guys. I enjoy you guys all so much. And hi to anybody out there who is lurking and not typing. I appreciate you too for watching. Oh, I think I started to say my friend is up here for hunting season, deer season. Him and his brother are out in Western Maryland, close to here, deer hunting. So maybe we'll end up with some venison And while he's here at the house, like night and that kind of thing, he's been running the CB, not his CB, his ham radio, and that is so cool. He wants me to get my ham radio license. I don't think I'm up for all that. Just my vocabulary problem and speaking problem. I'd get on there and forget my call sign. Kevin, Tuber Chat. What an honor. Oh my gosh. Kevin is at my live. That is amazing. Everybody visit Tuber Chat. Thank you, Kevin. Lisa uses DreamYard lately. I've been doing both at the same time, vertical and regular. Gotcha. I love, Henry, that your mom is still up the mountain from you. I love it. And that she's 79 and still living up there. I plan to live here forever. I hope it works out. So I love that. But when Warren is here in the evenings, or like the other day, he got here and he just stayed here. He didn't go out hunting, and he was using the ham radio. It is so cool to be in West Virginia and to listen to people. They can carry on conversations. Thank you, Henry. They can carry on conversations. We heard people in Wyoming and out Vermont, New Hampshire area, and Georgia, I think, and Illinois and Michigan, and all over the place. It was really awesome to hear all those people. And then he got on a certain channel or in with the group. You can tell that they kind of practice that, you know, they practice. They're a group of people and they were running it. It wasn't just one net person. One, they call it a net, but it's kind of like a channel with moderators, as far as I know. And they were different ones. So if somebody couldn't hear someone, they did these relays, and it really made me think about that, how good to have that kind of communication ability and know-how, you know, in the event that something happens. Like my IT guy down at the last place I worked, his ham radio people went to some island that had a disaster. Jamaica's an, yeah. Ugh, I did not learn much in school. And they went and they helped with communication during that disaster. And so I thought about how that would work back then, but I couldn't really compute it until I listened to these guys last night that were all over the United States and relay talking, like if one person couldn't hear the other person. And I thought that was so cool. But I think I'll just listen. I don't think I'll get my ham operator's license because I just can't speak well enough. She keeps you busy, huh, Henry? Yeah, I think during when you go up there to plow the snow. Yeah, that's awesome. That you guys still live close and that you take care of her. That's really awesome. So everybody, if you don't know Tuber Chat, Kevin at Tuber Chat, he has 3 channels that I know of. The one I can never remember the thing. It's like Thrive Together, just the consonants, not the vowels, and you can get free music from there. And then he's got his Kevin channel, his personal channel, that you can go around and see Niagara Falls area, and you can go see at Tuber Chat. You can go there. It's kind of a support sharing channel. Some people say when you go to those support channels, you just click links and you make friends with the channel, but you don't really follow them, so it's a waste of time. I disagree on Tuber Chat. I have met so many, online, met so many nice people that I still like and that I still try to watch their videos. Really nice people. So it's not just a clickety-click channel. It's a channel where you can actually grow your channel and make new friends. And that's how I knew Lisa J. Stocks. That's how I met her. Henry, did I meet you on Tuber Chat? I can't remember. I think I met you on Tuber Chat too, but I don't know for sure. Maybe not. But yeah, so people like Lisa at Yogi Hollow, I think I met her on Tuber Chat. All that fluff and stuff in Australia, I met on Tuber Chat. She's wonderful. So go there to grow your channel. Henry, your grandpa liked to listen to NASA on the ham radio. Yes, I only just learned that when they were camping at Green Ridge, and he videoed a clip of the International Space Station goes around, and classrooms and school groups, when they're in the right area, talk. And he, on his phone, recorded part of that. So he put that channel. I have a little Biofang radio. It's a little ham radio, walkie-talkie size, and he put that channel on so I could listen. And you have to be on one channel to talk to them and a different channel to listen to them. And he put the station on there, and it just sits over there. One night in the middle of the night, there were men talking in my living room. And I thought, oh, the dogs aren't barking. Why are there people in my house? So I snuck out here, and it was the space station people talking to whoever they were talking to, just for a few minutes. And then as they go on their orbit, then you kind of lose track of them. But that was funny. Scared me to death. I thought there were people in my living room way out here on the mountain, and the dogs had missed it. Hi, Neil. Good to see you, Neil. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys for stopping and visiting. Neil, are you off work today? I kind of feel like you were off for a couple days on vacation, but maybe not. I know you work a lot of hours, huge amount of hours. And then Lisa had said that she was just getting up. I forgot that I'm Eastern Standard Time, and so this is really early for some of you farther west than I am. Really early in the morning. I'm in West Virginia, my sister's in Arizona, so the time difference always causes us issues. And I go to bed super early, so she texts me after I'm in bed, and then I think about texting her when she's not even close to being up for the morning. One of the things, too, I want to learn how to do, and I don't know if I can do it. I'm not monetized. Oh, yay, Neil. I'm glad. 3 days off. You need it. You work a lot of hours. One thing I want to try to do is sometimes have a guest come up and, like, I don't know, talk about their interest or what they do, or if they have side hustles, you know, like the knife makers and stuff like that. Having somebody come up on that panel kind of split screen thing. But so far I can't even figure out how to make the links work. But that's something I want to do too. Hello to anybody just watching. I appreciate you being here. Hi, Mo Patty. How are you? Good to see you. I'm trying to learn how to do Nightbot things. Oh, I see the little smileys. Thank you. We are making, and I've had a couple little videos that show part of it. My oldest son used to live near me in Maryland, and we'd go camping all the time. And one time recently, he's now on the East Coast, and I'm out here in West Virginia, and he texted me, and he's like, Mom, do you remember that blanket you used to take camping for the dogs? You'd put it on the ground, and they'd snuggle and that kind of thing. And I've always had rat terriers that have, like, basically no hair, so they get cold. And I tried, which camping, which dog, I don't know what you're talking about. And we finally figured out it was the wool poncho that my friend had that the dogs would snuggle in to keep them warm. So he asked me to make him and his dog, mostly his dog, a blanket for camping, which is what I'm doing. So this is called Fisherman's Wool Yarn. It's a wool blend. It's washable. And I tried to make it the size that his dog's a big dog, and he sleeps on one of those dog beds with legs, so it's raised off the ground. So I tried to make it, thank you, Henry. I tried to make it big enough so it can double. So maybe the dog can lay on it and cover him. So it's a camping blanket made of wool to help keep his dog warm. Him and his girlfriend do a lot of camping and hiking and outdoor stuff. And so he had remembered how much my dogs had liked the wool alpaca natural fiber blends. And so this has been a pleasure to make. And I like it so much that I think I need to make one for myself. Oh, I'm also making Afghan. Oh, yes, that's right, Henry, yes, MT Homestead. He watched me. I had never really meant to be a YouTube channel and have strangers watching. I started the channel way back when I was coming up here to the shack and going camping, and people kind of wanted to see what I was doing. And so the shack with no plumbing but the wood stove and that kind of thing. And so I was doing videos about the shack, and I expected it to be for those co-workers down in Baltimore area and my family watching. I never expected strangers to watch. And MT Homestead was my first stranger YouTube kind of follower, cheerleader. I love them. Mike and Terry. I love them. And yeah, they did. They gave me some shout outs and shared my link and that kind of stuff. So that, yeah, Henry, I think you're right. They're really awesome people. They appreciate veterans. They have a homestead. They share channels. They do, I think they still do their lives, but they're after my bedtime, so I don't see them, and I don't do a good job of catching back up on replays. So yeah, they're awesome. Well, that was a long time ago. So I am crocheting. I'm trying to finish this dog blanket, camping blanket for my son and the dog, to get that done. But I'm also trying to crochet projects I want to donate to a nursing home. And I found out that folks with dementia like fidgets, a lot like my kids at work like fidgets. And so I joined a group. It's a lot of knitting, and it's a UK group. It's Random Acts of Kindness, Crochet and Knitting, or something like that. And they do all these things, and a lot of it is these comfort dolls that they donate to different places, or that they just leave places to be found. And they're just these tiny little stuffed dolls. And they have little hats and pants in their little hands in their pockets and stuff like that. And so I'm just learning to knit. 61 years old, and I always wanted to knit and never could figure it out. Finally learned how to knit, but I'm not good at it. And then I found out that on the round knitting looms, I can make about the same thing. So I have started 3 comfort dolls, and they're going to be cats. And they're these little tiny things. And then you sew the top up straight across, and then you sew down here and here, sew with your yarn, not the sewing machine. I can't sew. Bushcraft Rebooted is the person that can sew. If you have any sewing questions, ask Bushcraft Rebooted. But so with yarn, you sew the sides and you sew the top shut, and that makes the little ears, and then you stuff it, and then you can make a little face, and then you put a little drawstring to make the little neck, and then the rest is the body that is stuffed a little bit, and then you make a little tail that you kind of connect, you sew on. I am so excited. I think it was last weekend. I figured out that I could do these on a round loom. And so I'm going to try to make little fidgets. I know you do, Bushcraft Rebooted. And I would think if you're sewing parachutes and wingsuits or whatever, you better love sewing if you're sewing those kinds of things. So I'm going to make some of these little stuffed animal comfort doll fidgets. I'm making some lap blankets for folks in wheelchairs. The plan is I'm working on a shawl kind of thing. And then they make some fidgets with like beads, curlicues or beads and that kind of thing. So I plan on making a whole bunch of stuff like that, and then hopefully donating to the local nursing home after Christmas, after the holidays. You know, I don't know about you guys, but where there's a lot of snow and gloomy weather, you know, it always gets kind of oogie January, February, March, until spring starts to arrive. So sometime during that time frame, I hope to have a whole bunch of things, wearables and fidgets, to take down to the nursing home and let them pick what they like. So I was super proud, you know, because I was thinking of Rebecca Touched by Yarn, I think, and she makes all those round loom knitted hats, and she donates them to people, and now she's selling them. So if you want to support somebody who's making round loom, see ya, Henry. Enjoy your mom's visit. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for posting links, and thank you for coming. Rebecca Touched by Yarn and her hats. Yeah, so, you know, I've watched her and I've enjoyed her hats, and I love that she has given them away, and I love that she is now selling some of them, offering them for sale. I never thought, because I've done some of those loom hats like that. I did some Santa ones, really long ones with a tassel on the end. I didn't realize until I was organizing lately that I have really small looms, and I bet I could make these comfort dolls on those instead of trying to knit, which I'm learning, but not very well. And so I'm so excited over these little funny things. So if you look up Izzy dolls, IZZY, a person made the pattern, shared the pattern for free. Then the expectation is if you are making them for donations, you can use this pattern. So you can look up Izzy dolls, IZZY, or you can look up comfort dolls, they're also called. And yeah, so that's if you want an idea of what I'm talking about. That's where you'll find pictures of those kind of things. Of course, I'm going to be doing the absolutely most basic ones, like the cat. Some of them, there's little angel ones, little ballerina ones. They got little skirts and little hats and little scarves and all that. Now by January, February, maybe I'll be that talented, but right now I'm sticking with the cats. Because they seem like the easiest, most basic. Woo, goodness. Cranberry cherry watered down juice. All kinds of juices are way too sweet for me, and so I water them down. I finished my quart jar of iced coffee, cold coffee, and now I've started on the juice. That's so cool that Henry's mom drives down the mountain. I'm sorry. I just noticed how much I'm wiggling the table. That's so cool that Henry's mom is driving down the mountain to visit him. I like that. Oh, what are you guys drinking? Lisa J. Stocks just had her coffee recently, because because it's probably still way early there. Bushcraft Rebooted, you're about my time of day. Are you on the energy drinks or are you on the coffee still? Mo Patty, is that a good thing? The way you say you finally got some snow must be a good thing. What region are you in? Orange cranberry allspice glaze on the turkey. That sounds so good. Neil, that sounds good. Bushcraft Rebooted is still drinking his coffee. That's good. That's what I was thinking you were Missouri, but I didn't know if I imagined that or not. Well, enjoy. I'm glad you're happy to get it. I'd rather have the snow than this cold, windy stuff, but I don't know. The older I get, the less I'm liking the snow and cold. I think my grandkids in the Midwest got or are expecting a big bunch of snow. We have possible freezing rain coming in Tuesday. So while I'm off until through Monday, I'm supposed to go back to work Tuesday, and I work for a special education school, not in the public school system, but they provide our transportation for our kids. So when the schools close, we close. And on one hand, I'm like, yes, let Tuesday be a snow day so I can sit home with the wood stove and crochet and read and stuff. On the other hand, last year we had so many snow days and flood days. A local area where some of our kids live flooded, terrible. And so we were closed for that. So we basically had no summer break. We have 2 short summer breaks, and our kids come during the main part of summer, but we had almost no time off in the summer because I can't pronounce any things on my best days. So yeah. Hi. Thank you for coming. What explains how I can tolerate you, Bushcraft Rebooted? Did I work with those kids? I am in West Virginia, USA. Where are you from? Sid, thank you, Sid. I have a problem with vocabulary and saying things to begin with, and then vocabulary is hard for me. Sid, where are you from? India? Hi, welcome. It took me that long to figure bushcraft out. I can't change from topic to topic very quick. Yeah. I get a lot of patience and tolerance from my job, but usually it doesn't translate to adults. I don't do very good with adults. Which may be also Bushcraft Rebooted, why I do so well with you guys. We're not always adulting when we're on your channel, are we? Sid, we're just talking about, we're just random. I'm not very good at live, so I tried to set up Nightbot, and we're just talking about things we enjoy, what we're drinking. It's morning for us here, and us on the East Coast we're drinking our coffee or have gotten past it. On the West Coast, it's still really early. So here it's 11 o'clock a.m. And so we're just talking about food, talking about weather. Mo Patty got their first snow in Missouri. They usually don't get snow, that kind of thing. What's your weather like right now in India? And only years ago, I realized that India has a very diverse kind of climate. That the weather in the areas where they raise tea is very different than the other areas. I guess I learned that about 20 years ago, but I was a grown-up. I didn't learn that in school. 10 o'clock there, you're an hour behind me, Mo Patty. Okay. So yeah, we can talk about weather. We can talk about coffee. I like coffee and tea. I don't like hot coffee or hot tea. I drink cold or iced, both. And so I've been trying to stop drinking as much soda and drinking more tea. I like both, but I'm not. People who drink coffee don't consider me a real coffee drinker because I drink mine kind of watered down and iced coffee. And probably that's the same probably with my tea. Nice that you know 5 languages. I think that in the US, I wish our schools focused a little more on teaching us languages. I can speak beginner Spanish, only beginner. I can let people know that I need to find a bathroom or that I'm hungry or that kind of very basic language. So yeah, I wish I knew more languages. Although, oh, I'm crocheting. Although the languages here, it's hard to even, people's accents or dialects, it's hard for us to understand English in different accents or dialects. Like, so, yeah. I am crocheting. I am making a camping blanket with a wool blend yarn. And I'm almost done. I've just got this much of the border to do. So I am crocheting. Sewing is Bushcraft Rebooted sews. Used to sew, continues to sew, sews things like parachutes and those wing glider things. I can't sew. I like to crochet, and I have recently tried to learn to knit. I'm very basic at knitting. What do you like to do, Sid? Yes. Yes, Sid. People's accents in the US are very different. I moved from the Midwest to Baltimore, and I worked in a group home. And when I got to Baltimore, I could not even go through drive-throughs and order because I did not know what they were saying, and they did not know what I was saying, even though we were both speaking English. I had to pull the van up far enough that the group home kids in the back seat could roll down the window and make our order because I couldn't understand, and they couldn't, the people on the speaker couldn't understand me. And that's only 10-hour drive difference from where I grew up to Baltimore. We couldn't understand each other. You're studying law. Awesome. That takes a lot of memorizing and brain power and ability to speak, make points and things. Yeah, we were both guessing at the drive-throughs. Hi, anybody who's just listening. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I tried to set up Nightbot. I didn't get it quite right. I had to, oh, Lisa J. Stocks. I have to remember that. Lisa J. Stocks said that it's probably because I'm vertical and not horizontal. So maybe I did set Nightbot up to share links. I'm just in the wrong format. So that was my main reason for coming on, is to say hi and to see if I had set up Nightbot okay. I'm glad that my connection seems to be working much better now that I'm out here in the living room instead of the other room at the craft table. It must be, I don't know, whether it's my position in the house or the weather difference. I don't know, but it seems to be working better today, which makes me happy. Oh, Mo Patty, Nightbot, you're asking me. Nightbot is this program that can be used on Twitch and YouTube, and I don't know where else. And it is the one that makes the announcements, like where you scroll up and it says Nightbot says hi, thank you for visiting while I am trying to learn how to best do lives. So you can put those kind of messages on it. You can use Nightbot for, which is what I was trying to do. I was trying to put it, if you put exclamation mark YouTube, that it would post the link to your channel. So if you want to try that, Mo Patty, it doesn't work right. It doesn't do the link. But a lot of channels do that, exclamation mark, hi, exclamation mark, whatever, and then it'll post everybody's link. And then that way the moderator doesn't have to post it. It's also ways that you can ban certain words. So if you don't want your channel to have certain people saying certain profanity or whatever, you can put a list of words in there and it'll block the people saying that. So it does all kinds of things like that. I think it also helps with giveaways. So if you use Nightbot, Nightbot can use, like, pick a person who's chatting as a winner. I don't know that. I mostly want it for sharing links. So people who subscribe to me can come in and put up their channel link themselves. And someday I want to do giveaways. And I would like to have like a channel picker or something picking it other than like the number guessing game or whatever. Someday I'll do a couple of giveaways. So I'm trying to learn how Nightbot works exactly. So if you do an internet search, I think it's nightbottv.com. Do I still have that up here? Nightbot.tv. And you go there and it links to your YouTube channel. You have to give it permission, and then you can have it do different things. So I've seen where people who have memberships and people pay money to get extra things like chat, whatever, with the channel owner. Sometimes I've seen it'll run through, and those members, it'll post their links, stuff like that. Well, you guys, I think I'm going to go. I think I want to get something to eat, some brunch, and get up and move around a minute. I've been sitting here for a while. So I think I want to get up. I appreciate everybody who watches my channel. I never expected strangers to watch my channel, people I didn't know in person. I just expected friends and family and coworkers to kind of see my chickens and that kind of thing. And, you know, how the house building, especially during the time that the house was being built. So I never expected to make new friends doing this or have strangers watch, or I'm still a ways from monetization. But man, you know, monetization's not my goal, but it's kind of like my Amazon affiliates. If I get $5 now and then, that's free money. So yeah, YouTube's been a lot of fun, and I've met online a lot of people that I really enjoy. So you're very welcome, Bushcraft Rebooted. Thank you for coming. And Neil McKenzie, I hope you're having a wonderful time off during your break. Thank you. How old, my pretty face? Are you, if you're talking about me, I'm 61 and I don't keep that a secret. Flattery won't get you very far. But yeah, I'm 61. I'm a granny. I'm a grandma. So Sid, thank you for stopping in, and have a good day, everybody, and look for the happy things. No day is a bad day. Even when you fall down and bust your knee, then you can come inside and hang out. Thank you, Sid. I've worked very hard to become a nice lady. I've not always been very nice. So you can call me Granny, Grandma. Yep. I'll see you all later. Thank you for coming, and thank you for your support while I try to learn how to do all this. See ya. Bushcraft Rebooted. Sunday morning, right? Visit Bushcraft Rebooted early Sunday morning. See you guys.